Uh, oh wow. Okay, sorry, I got distracted by Nessius. Get trolls and gnolls. Oh man. Okay. Wow. It's a lot of. Very good.
Oh,
All the ols. All the ols. Uh, hello everyone, and welcome back to Story Reckless. And thank you for joining us once again. I am Nathan. I am your DM this evening. I use he/him pronouns. And let me just kick it on over to our players for their intros.
I'm Claire. My pronouns are they, them. I'm playing Quidam, half-elf grave cleric. No longer panicking.
Very good. Oh no,
You're
Olive,
muted.
you're muted.
my name is Olive. Thanks for the spoiler alert. Jeez. I use they and she pronouns, and I'm playing Lovelace, centaur, barbarian / detective, and now come with me if you want to live. Terminator for Otto of the butcher shop.
Oh, geez. Yeah. So, with that, let us do a quick recap here as we rejoin Quidam and Lovelace in Baldur's Gate. Last time, Quidam and Lovelace spent some quality time with a troll. They discovered that while investigating where this slithering tracker may be originating from, this creature that is currently causing a lot of harm to their community members, they investigated a butcher shop, Guthmir's Cured Meats, and discovered they had a dark secret of their own, a troll locked in the basement that they were slowly carving up and using to sell an unlimited supply of meat to the populace. Upon discovering this, Quidam and Lovelace went through quite a lot to rescue this poor troll that was being tortured in the basement. It was quite a tense moment of Lovelace playing interference with the flaming fist, while Quidam was calming the troll down and using healing magic on it and working with their community members to communicate with this troll and eventually sneak it into a covered wagon and sneak it out of the city as Lovelace played interference. And unfortunately, Lovelace, while doing this, the Flaming Fist detained you as you failed a deception check, trying to play dumb when you brought them to the scene of the crime. So they detained you and locked you away in a cell. But using your contacts through the guild, you reached out to the patriarch who owned this butcher shop, the one that you saved from this troll, and you got a deal, a favor from the patriarch through a bit of some coercion, some bribery. Hey, I won't tell anybody about your dark secret if you pay for all the expenses and give us a favor. So
The nat 20 on intimidation.
yeah, blackmail. Hey, but now you got that in your back pocket to work with, which is pretty exciting, pretty clutch. After getting the troll safely out of the city, the two of you regrouped in the outer city, and Quidam, you decided to head on home to finally get some rest, since you have used all of your divine magics for the day. And Lovelace, you're gonna go meet up with Otto. And as we finished last session, as the fog was rolling in from the sea, as the sun was setting, you trotted up next to Otto as he was heading off home, startling him. And he looked towards you. Oh, Lovelace. Oh, you scared me. I got your note. I was just heading over to your place. So what do you want to do?
Well, Otto, it's also a matter of what you want to do. I'm not going to paint you a pretty picture here. All of your coworkers, as you have noticed, have died under mysterious circumstances, and we have reason to believe that you would be next in the pattern.
Oh.
So you have a couple options. You can hope to just roll the die and hope that we solve this whole thing before anything happens. You could skip town. We do believe that it's location based. So if you left town for a while, like maybe visited some relatives, that you could wait for it to blow over. Or you could try to go into hiding here.
I don't really have any family outside of Baldur's Gate.
Mhm.
And I haven't really ever left the city before. I've heard terrible things about the wilderness. I don't think that would be the wisest thing for me.
Okay, well, if you're going to stay here in the city, the best thing that you can do for yourself is tell me everything you know about your boss, the death of his brother, and anything that he might be trying to hide.
All right, I don't think we should be doing that right here. And he looks around as you're standing in the middle of the road in the Stony Eyes neighborhood, his
Great,
place
come
of
on
work.
back to my place then. We can get we can have some tea.
Oh, all right. Yeah, sounds good. So the two of you start making your way towards your home. Quidam, you're a bit ahead of what Lovelace is doing currently as you headed home before all this. And you head on to your house. You can see it coming up before you, and see a little bit of light in the windows of your neighbors of the Faffle stamps. Do you want to head right on in and
I do.
rest up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Strip all the bloody clothing off.
Well,
Put him in a bucket of cold water.
yeah.
Can I not yet enter my home?
Well, you can enter your home. I was just gonna
okay.
say some things as you enter your home, as you're getting ready to maybe strip your clothing off, and you open the door, and
maybe I wouldn't want to.
the door catches on something as you go to push it open. It kind of stops short as you push it open, like it bumped into something.
I would like to close the door again.
Okay.
And see if I can't sneak around the half block and see if I can go into the shared yard that we all have.
Sure. You want to make a stealth check? Like, are you?
Sure.
Go for it.
Let's give it a try. 5.
Okay. Not very stealthy, as you are tired and all of your jangly jewelry is making all kinds of noise as you come around the back.
That should have been a disadvantage.
Oh yeah. Okay.
5.
Okay, 5. Okay. But coming around the back into this shared kind of courtyard space, you can see your home there, and you can see that. I'd say with your passive, you can see that the back door is slightly open.
Can I peek in my back window?
Sure. As you try to quietly go up to the back window, shink, 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 and look in. As you're looking in, your eyes adjust to the darkness inside, and you can see it's a mess. You can see that the door reason it wasn't opening is that one of the shelves has fallen over and was catching the door as you were trying to push it open. Things are strewn about everywhere. It looks like there's a lot of broken mugs and plates on the floor, and there's bits of your spices and teas are just kind of out onto the ground.
Do I see anyone in there?
Make a perception check.
Natural 20. 24.
Wow. You don't see anyone in there. You can tell though, looking over at your door, it wasn't broken. It seemed to have been lockpicked, like it had been picked. And you also see, where is your bed again? Is it? Oh, it's upstairs.
Upstairs in the loft. I wouldn't be able to see it from here.
Okay. With a natural 20, you can see what looks to be there's something kind of wet on the ladder going up. But it is not water, it's like dark. There's like some kind of dark something wet, just a little streak on the edge of the ladder.
This might feel like a bit of a subject change, but Nathan, question.
Yeah.
In Tasha's, there's an optional cleric trait.
Yeah.
Where you can use your channel divinity to get a spell slot back.
Yeah, I'm okay with.
Discussed this.
No, yeah, it's using anything in Tasha's. I mean, I guess I hesitate saying anything, but I mean, I've read through it. I don't think there's anything in there that I felt I didn't want to use, so I'm fine with that.
Okay.
But thank you for asking. So yeah, if you want to use that, that's like a general cleric thing. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
General cleric channel divinity option.
Sure. Do you have channel divinity at level? Oh, you're level 3 now, right?
3.
Yeah.
Well, you get channel divinity, I think, at 2.
Okay.
They're up so fast.
I know, so fast.
Okay, I will take that into account. You know what? Just for fun, I'm gonna cast Eyes of the Grave.
Okay. You.
So within 60 feet, I can detect any undead that is not behind total cover or protected by divination magic.
Okay. You focus in and feel this kind of rush, and as you open your eyes, searching the dark space, you hear something behind you.
I'm standing outside the window in the back. All right. Okay. I will turn around.
And you see that there standing before you is you see Pog standing there before you. Pog Fafflestamp, the small gnomish man with the kind of white what's the towhead, like white blonde hair, staring up at you. Hi, Quidam. I heard you coming in. Is everything okay? We kind of heard you were being a bit rowdy in there today.
I haven't been home all day, Pog.
Oh, you haven't?
No.
Oh.
I just kind of gesture through the window.
He kind of still get up on his little tippy toes to look in. Oh dear. It's I'm sorry. Oh dear. I should have. I just heard some noises. I just I don't know. Just thought you were doing something.
Yeah.
Well, what happened? Do you know? Any ideas?
No. I do have ideas. You didn't happen to see anyone around, did you?
No. I looked out. I didn't see anyone when I heard the sounds. I just thought you were, I don't know. I mean, Lovelace can be kind of loud sometimes. I thought maybe the two of you were doing something together. I don't know.
Oh, not here. Pog, I'd like to make a quick run here myself, just to see the extent of the damage and what's been done and if anything's been taken.
Oh, sure. Do you need anything?
I don't know yet.
Okay, well, I'll be here. Just let me know.
Thanks.
Sure.
And I will head in. Specifically, I'm looking for my more expensive medicines and drugs and what else? I mean, that's the most important stuff.
Going in, as you start scanning the damage and going through everything, it doesn't look like anything was taken, just smashed.
All right, so this is a message.
And as you are looking around, you look at the ladder where that bit of wet was, and I don't know how you light your home. I don't know if it's candles or oil lamps, but as you light things
I have
up.
dark vision.
Okay, so maybe you don't light your home. As you look around, I mean, you're not going to be able to see in color. So with dark vision, you don't see in color. So.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, I'll just cast light.
Okay, so as you cast light, as you walk through, you can see the bit of wet on the side of the ladder. It's red, but it's too red to be like blood. And looking at it, it actually looks like it's a little bit of paint on the side of the ladder. And as you kind of climb up the ladder to peek where your bed is, you can see the mattress has been torn up, and the blankets are just kind of a mess. And above your bed, painted on the wall, you see a red skull has been painted, surrounded by these what are like almost like a representation of droplets, almost like blood droplets, swirling it. And written under it, it just says, "We're watching you." And you recognize this symbol as the symbol of Baal, the god of murder. So, as you are dealing with this Quidam, Lovelace, you about this time trot up to your home with Otto, and I'm assuming you just go into your home as you would, and as you open the door and trot inside, you find a similar scene of destruction in your home. Everything has been just turned over, and next to your now kind of snapped on one side bed, this bed designed for centaurs that kind of, for those of you that weren't there, this kind of leans to the side, like a stretched almost skin or canvas, right, that you can lay on, like a cot, almost like a cot that is at an angle, so that sideways trampoline, so the centaur can lean on it. And I'm glowing, what? And the one side of it is a bit snapped and it's kind of broken down, and on the wall you see the same red symbol painted with the same words written under it. And Otto's just standing there going, "Oh, what in the world?"
This just means that we're on the right track, Otto. This is a good sign.
Oh, is it? He's like hand shaking, points towards the symbol above your bed. I think I know what that is. I mean, oh dear.
Yeah, it's not great. Yeah, you don't have a lot of good options. Best you can hope for here is just tell us what you know, and we can get this cleaned up.
Oh, all right.
Could you maybe give me a hand scrubbing this while you talk?
Oh, yeah,
I'd
of course.
Appreciate it.
Of course. Yeah, he helps you grab some rags and start scrubbing. Quidam, depending on what you want to do at this point, you can hear the muffled voices of Lovelace on the other side with somebody else you suspect is Otto. So I'll leave that up to you on what you want to do. At any point, if you decide you want to do something, just let me know. But meanwhile, Lovelace and... Sorry, I'm just getting really distracted. Somebody said I was glowing. Okay, anyways. Lovelace, as you and Otto are sitting there scrubbing off this symbol, he begins talking with you. All right, so what is it exactly you wanted to know?
Well, we got a little interrupted back at the butcher's. You were about to tell me something with Beatrice?
Oh, right. Yeah, well, yeah, I didn't feel comfortable speaking about it there, as those two fellas behind me they're kind of new, and they didn't know Beatrice or everyone else who used to work there, and what I know is, well, it's a bit scandalous. I had to come in one evening. I left something behind, and well, I saw Tristan who was Tristan was past brother. I saw Tristan and Beatrice together. They didn't spot me or nothing, and I just kept it to myself. I don't think anybody else knew, and it was surprising because then one day she left. She left crying, and we were told that she quit for some reason. But I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense that she would quit. I mean, maybe something happened between her and Tristan, but I heard raised voices coming from the office between Tristan and Pask. So that was something that I just did not feel comfortable divulging that information while in front of them two fellas. Them fellas are not very nice. And, it's like everybody's just being replaced. Been a lot of new folks. And, there's one gentleman there who just really makes me uncomfortable.
Oh?
Yeah. He got brought in as our new accountant. Not that I see them very often. They only come in so often, be in the office and in the back. But I noticed this fellow one day was new. This half elf gentleman, and he would sometimes I got this sense that someone was looking at me, and I turned around and he's just staring at me. It was the most unsettling thing.
What's his name?
I believe his name's Jameis.
Has he done anything else that has seemed odd?
Well, not that I really can think of. I know I sounds a bit judgmental, but I mean, it's not often that people just stare at you. It just put me off. He also doesn't really, I don't know, he just doesn't look like an accountant. I don't know how else to put it. Just, something's, not right. But again, maybe, I know that's maybe not the best way for me to approach life, but can't help myself. This fella's just a creep man. Half-elf man.
Nathan.
Yeah.
We ran into a half-elf a while ago who stared at us.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I want to describe that one.
Okay.
I don't remember anything about him.
Yeah, but Lovelace would. Yeah.
Yeah. Like dark hair or something.
Well, let me see if I can remember. I have it.
I don't think we got much description.
I think I kept it really brief.
It's like a half-elf man is
Like,
all I have in my notes.
Length of hair or something.
Yeah. So describing this gentleman that you encountered, they were gaunt, a bit jaundiced, and they had like a buzzed, like very kind of yellowish hair, like not like blonde, but almost kind of that, like it's gray, but it's like got a yellow tint to it, and yeah, very wide eyes. Yeah, that's him. That's the
All right.
one.
Yeah, I believe he asked for my ears.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
No.
I can see why it would be upsetting to you as well.
I mean, I don't know. I guess there was one thing. I did see him once walking around. I just thought in the moment I thought it was one of his books, his accounting books, but it didn't quite look right. It was a bit too leathery.
Leathery.
Yeah, maybe like some pigskin or something. I mean, you know, we would do that sometimes. Some people need pigskin gloves for finer detail work, you know, but yeah.
Okay, I think it might be time for us to pay him a visit tomorrow. Strange that Pask didn't mention him, and he's new there. Yes. When did he get brought on?
How long ago? Maybe 5 months ago.
That was right before the first murder was discovered.
Oh, well, I guess so. I mean, I think the first one who died in our of our store was a month after that or so. Well, do you think? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, but you think he's somehow linked to all this?
He's worth talking to. This has been very helpful. Thank you, Otto.
Oh, sure. So.
Yeah.
As he's
Now the question
scrubbing
is
the wall.
Yeah.
What Yeah, what you think I need to go somewhere?
Yeah. I'm not the Flaming Fist. I don't have a safe house. So
Yes.
you're welcome to stay here. I'd appreciate some help tidying up, especially tonight.
Yeah, I can do that.
At least for the short term. If they're watching this house, they already know that you've come and seen me,
Oh, jeez.
which may have put you in danger. No more than you already were. But going into work might be a tad political for you now.
Well, if I just stopped showing up, I mean, well, I'd probably lose my job, but I mean, I guess that's better than the alternative.
What's the
Your
sick
fears
policy like? Can you
What?
call
Your
him?
fears is hiring.
A what policy?
I thought so.
What are you talking about? Sick policy? Is that
It's-
something people are able to do if you're sick? You don't have to work. What kind of world? What kind of fantasy world are you talking about?
The healers crew. It's something we've been talking about politically. I heard that somebody tried it out in Waterdeep once.
Oh, the
Unrealistic.
Waterdavians are always doing wild and wacky shit.
Yeah, it'll never work. Never work.
Oh, yeah, that just sounds ridiculous.
Everyone would just call in sick. Nobody would do any
All
work.
the time.
Nothing would
Just
get done.
I would do it. Well, no, I mean, no, I would do it. I'd probably do it all the time. You know, I mean, yeah. What do you think we're? This sounds like chaos.
Anyway, let's maybe think about it more in the morning. I've had a really long day, Otto.
Okay.
Here,
I guess I'm gonna go figure out what I'm gonna do.
Well, again, you're welcome to stay here and make your decision maybe in the morning after you've slept on it.
As he like finishes scrubbing off the last little bit of the symbol. I don't know if that's. Thank you, but I don't think I really want to be around. You know, that.
All right.
All right. Well. Thanks, Lovelace.
Thank you, Otto.
Also, sorry for turning you down. If you do want to get a drink, I'd be open to it. If you want.
You seem really nice. Let's talk after
Sure.
we all get through this.
All right. Well, thanks, Lovelace. I'll be seeing you around.
See ya.
He heads out.
Poor kid.
What a
I hope he's okay.
sweetheart. I don't think he's gonna be okay.
We gotta solve this crime. Save Otto. Hashtag.
So, what do the two of you want to do as you finish up your conversation with Otto, Lovelace, and Quidam? I'm assuming you're kind of wrapping up cleaning your home, but you do hear the door close and the talking stop next door.
I don't know how much bandwidth I have.
Okay, that's fair.
Lovelace is currently lying on the ground, just like
Oh.
arms out. Just be like, I am done with today.
Okay.
I think I have uprighted one of my armchairs and curled up in it and just cried.
Okay. Okay. Well, as the two of you have your respective ways of dealing with this trauma, and yeah, you find yourselves taken by sleep as you pass out inside of your homes. And Otto goes off into the night somewhere to figure out what he's gonna do. Let me see here. I'm looking for something. Sure, I'll just go with this one. Okay. Let's do this. Quidam.
Yup.
Your eyes suddenly open, and you can see above you the full moon. The tiers of Saloon trail behind it like a sparkling tail of stars. And you can feel this cold wind kind of across you. Looking around, you realize that you're standing on the precipice of a cliff, a good 100 feet above a valley, this mountain valley. You can see snow-capped peaks around you. And rising up before you, the cliff continues maybe 30, 40 feet up ahead of you, just rising. And at the top, you can see where it levels out into some kind of ledge. And there are just evergreens gently swaying up at the top there, with a luminous figure staring at you silently. The head is in the shape of a barn owl. You can see these ram horns curling off the sides, and it almost seems as though they're cloaked, just staring down at you.
I would like to move up to them.
Okay.
Just
You
dream logic wise, just thinking about heading up there.
Yeah. Looking at them, thinking about this, you suddenly feel this, like, drop in your stomach as if you had just gone into free fall. And as you blink, there's this kind of flash of the same luminous light. And when your eyes open as you kind of catch yourself, you're standing right next to them. And they are a good, probably 8 feet tall, 9 feet tall. And the head just slowly turns and looks down towards you. You can now see it is not a cloak. It is 4 wings wrapped around this humanoid body. Beautiful, kind of slightly shimmering.
Is there something you want from me?
You watch as the head just turns and turns and turns almost 180 degrees, looking over their shoulder away.
I follow their gaze.
As you look, you see you're now kind of on top of some sort of maybe like a mountain meadow of some sorts. Like it's starting to approach that meadow-like phase. You can see reeds and grasses surrounding the edge of a pond that is just perfectly still. And you hear the slight sound of trickling water. And looking towards where the mountain comes down to meet this meadow, you can see there's a simple little stream just trickling through the trees and the rocks into this completely still pond. A little bit of ripples where the water enters, but it's almost as if the perhaps displacement from the reeds causes it to just stop, and it becomes almost like a mirror. And you can see the reflection of the sky above, crystal clear, reflected on the water.
I will approach and look into it.
As you walk towards the pond, you can suddenly feel the cool water starting to soak up onto your feet, past your ankles, up to your calves as you wade through these reeds in this cool, just shockingly cold water. And looking at this still pond, you swear you catch this kind of shimmer. The sky is now purple in the reflection. So looking up, as you kind of see it turn purple, and then you look up, the sky above looks as you'd expect. But then looking back down, it has this purple hue to it.
I look back over my shoulder at the figure. Is it still there?
It is not.
I go face first into the water.
And you feel this rush of cold as your face plunges in, and then almost immediately the cold dissipates and you feel warmth like summer air hitting your face. And as you start to open your eyes, you find yourself sitting in your bedroom in the middle of the night.
I was thinking that I fell asleep in that chair. Am I in
Sorry.
my bed?
You're in your chair still.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? You are up in the attic on your bed. You're not under the covers or anything. You're just up there. Who knows how you got up there, but you're up there.
Is the skull still above my bed?
It is. Nothing else has changed. And as you sit there contemplating what this might mean, Lovelace, as you drift off to sleep, you hear the sound in darkness of just wind catching grass, just and your eyes slowly open and you find yourself standing in a great plain. And down at your feet, just barely noticeable poking up out of the grasses, you can see what looks to be rusted spear points. You see a rusted bucket helm sitting in the grass, and some other bits and bobs of armor and weaponry just kind of hidden throughout the grasses.
I start to pick my way through carefully, avoiding the spear points.
Okay. As you kind of kneel down and start pulling the grass aside and pulling, you want to like pull one of the armor pieces out of the dirt? Or you're just...
Yeah, like whichever one looks maybe the pointiest.
Okay. As you pull this spear point out of the dirt, it kind of comes out of the dirt and the dirt starts cascading down, and you suddenly see this bit of blue ethereal light appearing below the earth. And then there's a surge as it, and you see this intricate network of veins and light just far off into the horizon through this plane.
I want to take the spear point and plunge it into the heart of the earth. As deep as I can go.
Okay, as you flip it around without hesitating and slam it down into this coursing ethereal light before you, you feel your hand just go through the earth, and you feel yourself fall forward and have this sensation of just tumbling. And your vision is just consumed with bright blue ethereal light. And then you hear the sound of rain. And you hear shouting and screaming and weapons clanging. And as the light and brightness fades, you see you're standing in the same field, but it is muddy. The grass has been trampled. Mm-hmm. And there are these probably a dozen or 24 muscular creatures with these thick tusks protruding from their lower jaws. And they are growling and screaming at a horde of armor-clad humans rushing towards them. You feel a bit of heat at your back, and there's light from behind you that is casting these dramatic shadows. And as you look behind, you can see these hide structures are just up in flames and blaze, and there are bodies littered everywhere. All the same humanoid creatures with those big tusks coming out from under them, their jaws.
I don't hesitate. I take the spear. I plunge it into the heart of the armored humans. I just move from like one to another.
Okay. Well, and as like you whip around, you see that your arm is not yours, and the spear is no longer rusty. It is this beautifully carved wooden handled spear. And on the arm, there is a white tattoo of this intricate circle with crisscrossing patterns. But before you can even register or contemplate what it is, you turn towards these armored foes coming towards your comrades, and you watch as one of your comrades is cut down, and an armored human comes barreling through with a massive claymore running straight towards you, wearing a tabard, and on the tabard is a ship on a blue sea with red crimson sails. What do you want to just go and attack them? Okay.
Yeah, like mere armor cannot stop me.
Okay.
It will crumple like tissue paper.
Can you make an attack roll for me? Go ahead and use your stats.
Can I attack recklessly?
Of course you can.
Hell yeah. Do with a pike. With advantage is a 19.
A 19. That also, I don't see your rolls for some reason. Did I not join the room?
No, I didn't join the room.
You didn't join the room. Cool. Oh yeah, let me show everyone so that they can see the rolls. Attack story recklessly, yes. Yeah. Okay, so 19. That definitely hits, and I trust you. I know you got a 19. Mm-hmm. So that hits as you lunge forward and jab the spear. And go ahead and roll your damage. And go ahead and apply.
11 plus rage is 13.
13. That definitely. Okay, so 13. This does not kill the individual, but it just goes deep into the armor as they stumble back and kind of fall to one knee. And they pull up this claymore to swing towards you. And just as you are getting ready to pull the spear out and catch the blade, you watch as the claymore just cleaves right through the spear, breaking it in half. And you see that familiar spear tip go flying off into the mud. And you watch as the blade just... and everything just goes black. And you wake up there on the floor of your home in the middle of the night.
I think I have like after images of constellations. And I just sit there watching them play out on my ceiling.
Yeah. Yeah, you get these like flashes as you see them there. Okay. Well, I guess I'll ask both of you whether you know, is there anything you want to do after waking up from those dreams, or do you just kind of drift back off into sleep? I don't want to take that from you if you decide you want to do something tonight.
Lovelace, I think you hear a knock on your back door.
You beat me to it. Lovelace just kind of like, it's like, come in, come in, come in.
I do so.
Do you see Lovelace lying there?
And I'm assuming, is your house not really put back together, Lovelace? Just the symbol has been scrubbed off?
It's just been scrubbed off. Yeah. So you see a broken apart house with Lovelace thrown in the middle.
Stop and look around and go over to you. Just lie down on the floor next to you, face to face. Just look at you. You've been dreaming again.
Lovelace actually, like, while we have this moment, I think, like, we'll kind of, like, make space on her horse body if you want to, like, lean up on it.
If I can, we'll still be in face to face with you.
Yeah, probably. We don't have to describe how. It works.
You can do this thing, yeah. All right. Well, this is, it's a nice images. Lovelace kind of makes this gesture, and Quidam, you're able to cuddle up on to Lovelace, and the two of you lie there together.
You've been dreaming again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You too?
Mm-hmm. I think, Lovelace, I think that you and I are weird.
Or just, this happens to everyone who goes and checks out a book.
I don't think so.
Yeah. Here's hoping. Yeah.
Can I spend the rest of the night here?
That'd be nice.
Thanks.
And the two of you slowly drift back into sleep. I mean, I'm assuming that you are able to fall back asleep, but yeah, as the two of you lie there in Lovelace's home, fall back asleep, you are not accosted by any more dreams. And nothing else happens this night. You make it through with a full long night's rest. So, you get your hit points back, although they are new hit points, so we need to, Quidam, you're rolling, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna do, for those of you who haven't watched this level up, I am doing the, critical role thing of re-roll ones, so go ahead, you can roll. What you get?
I rolled an 8.
Oh! Quidam needed that.
I do. I
Yeah.
have so few hit points.
Yes. Lovelace, are you rolling, or are you going to go with average?
So last time I did this, I rolled a 12.
Yeah.
And I'm one of those people who is fine with walking away with $5 profit at
Come
the blackjack
on.
table. I have
Come on.
done well for myself.
Okay. You can, that's fine. You can go with average.
Okay.
So average for you is 6, right? With a D12?
I believe so.
Okay.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Is it 6 or 6.5? Then round it up.
6.5? You have a D12. It would just be 6.
Like 6.
Yeah, because it's a 12. So it's just half, right?
Is that how dice work?
Yeah.
Check. Please have a look.
Go ahead. Yeah, if you don't
Because,
mind
like,
checking.
I was
Claire.
under the impression that it's like choosing the average one is
Mhm.
actually like one above the average or something.
Oh.
Because
Say,
because you start
seven.
counting at 1 because 0 is not an option.
Oh, interesting. Okay, I don't know. I always thought it was just half, but I mean, yeah, Claire, if you don't mind looking up.
Yeah, 1d12
1 to
or
12
7.
or 7.
7. Okay, wow, there you go. 7. Excellent.
Is there like a level up thing on D&D Beyond?
There is.
Yep.
And you don't have to. It'll automatically add your con mod. So don't add your con mod. Just do 6. Just do 7. Does that make
Okay.
sense?
Quick question, where's the button for that? I have managed levels.
Yeah, it's
I think it's in managed levels, isn't it? You have an option to then level up.
level up, and then I think there's something for HP.
Okay. Managed
Well,
levels.
Just not to get too bogged down with it, if you don't mind looking it up, and if you don't get it tonight, don't worry, don't get caught up in the weeds of it. We can do it after the game. So yes, you both wake up refreshed. It is a new day. I need to do something really quick. Secret.
Did Otto make it through the night? That's what I think the secret is.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, you both have the day in front of you. What do you want to do with this new day in Baldur's Gate as the morning light starts coming through your windows?
I would like to start cleaning up my place.
Okay. We don't
I
have
would
to.
also be
yeah.
happy to help Lovelace with hers.
Yeah, we don't have to dwell on that. You can
Yeah, no.
you can clean your place. You can describe that if you'd like, but I mean,
Nah.
it's it happens.
Excellent. I'm so glad.
Roll a cleaning check. No. Yes. You clean both of your homes. You spend the morning doing this. In fact, I'd say the Faffle Stamps come over and they start helping as well.
I absolutely will recruit all of their children to help.
Yeah. Well, so even yeah, Orla is like insisting and getting in an argument with Pog about trying to help. And
You know, it won't hurt her to help. If she goes into labor, well, she's already at term. It's fine.
Thank you, Quidam. It's fine. Well, I just did. Fine. And they all are scurrying about, almost like these little mice running around, helping you get everything cleaned up and straightened out. And you know, the kids, some of them do better than others. Most of them end up getting incredibly distracted 2 minutes in and are basically just playing. So
That's allowed.
yeah. So yeah, that probably takes you, maybe a couple hours as you do that. And by the time you're done, it's probably about 9 in the morning, and you have the rest of the day before you.
Lovelace. My current thought process is that this isn't like what happened yesterday is entirely related to what happened yesterday morning with those cultists and not related to our other problem.
Unless, I had the same thought, unless the cultists are related to our other problem and it wasn't just happenstance that they ran into us. And then I think Lovelace will relay the thing about Jameis and the pigskin book.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because, like, how would those cultists have known who we were? And where we lived?
we were being followed yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
They saw us leave
Mm-hmm.
your house.
You think,
That person did. I don't know who they is.
do you think the cultists are following us just completely separately from this whole situation?
I mean, I suppose it's possible. I had assumed that person was related to the Luskers somehow.
Yeah, same.
I suppose it could be cultists. I suppose they don't like when they die. They just like it when other people die.
See, I asked them that, and they didn't really have a good.
Yeah, neither did my person. Mind you, I ran after saying that. So
And mind you,
chance.
Yeah, you know, they.
Died.
Yeah. We should also go talk to what's the barber name and the
Pavu?
cart haver name.
Melissa.
We should go let them know that we're going to be able to bill
Oh yeah.
the
Melissa will be thrilled.
patriarch.
Melissa will be thrilled.
I'm sure. Yeah, I just kind of assumed that whatever you did had some expenses, and looks like that was a good assumption to make.
Yeah. Did Melissa tell me how much was destroyed?
Yeah,
in a gold piece number.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, I think
Much.
Lovelace would like to go
Mm-hmm.
and like talk and like check in with them,
Mm-hmm.
and tell them to bill for their time generously.
Okay.
Like,
okay, yeah. So you start heading out into the outer city and start, meeting up with your contacts. And yes, when you tell Melissa this, she's thrilled. And just like looks ecstatic and just immediately doesn't let the two of you leave and is like, now you two just wait right there, all right? Just hold on a minute. And she goes and she starts just like tallying up everything. And then you see her kind of going through her stores and like, could use some more of that. All right, yeah, oh, that. Okay. And it's like writing down all like, Quidam, this is way more than what was broken. And she gives you this big list of just supplies. And she looks at you and goes, all of this was destroyed by that troll.
yeah,
All right.
yeah, they're big.
Understand, Melissa.
And just so you know, this is on the condition that we don't speak about what we saw the other day.
Yep.
Fantastic.
All right. Well, anything else? Or I'm looking forward to this. If you want to get a move on.
You got it.
We are also being followed. Just so you know. We aren't entirely sure by whom, but well,
I wouldn't worry Melissa about this. It's
I just think you should know if you find anyone watching. It's our fault, probably.
Let's head
Well,
on out, Quidam.
that's real lovely.
Time to go.
All right. Well, thank you both. I guess. Well, no, thank you. Hold on. I'm sorry. Got a bit flustered and upset. Quidam, truly, bless your heart. Never met anyone in my life that would do something like that for a troll. But, that's why I like working with you. All right, well, get out of here, you two.
All right. Have a good day, Melissa. I think I wrote up a list for myself when Melissa was doing that.
Okay. Of things that you specifically want? Like,
Well, gold. Sorry.
like,
Is Melissa wanting Livian to replace the items or pay for?
That's a good point. I think it probably is just gold amount, but with like an itemized like to make it look like these are the things that were destroyed, But yeah, like is completely the intention is just to get that gold amount to replace everything.
Okay.
Did you want to ask for gold, Quidam?
Yeah.
Okay. What are you asking for? And you can just tell me the amount of gold if you want.
Sure. Yeah, let's see. 475 gold.
Oh my god. Wow. Okay. Okay. It was a natural 20. That intimidation check. Okay. 475 gold. Okay.
Yep,
that covers
the dust
not really it's not really like Patriar is in a position to negotiate because it's like what
I know.
won't
I know.
pay.
I know. I know.
Yeah, but I'm feeling guilty about this. This is more money than most people see in their entire lives.
Lovelace, do you have anything to say, or do you want to ask
Oh.
for gold?
See, I think I do need to like cover expenses.
Okay, I'm just gonna say, like, yes, you can ask for however much you want, but I would say there is definitely going to be a limit where, like, you'll start getting pushback or something, right? So,
I mean, the favor that we could ask for could just be gold.
yeah.
I mean, I don't have like a lot of faith in the longevity of this Patriarch's position here.
Mm-hmm.
So just like getting some money and running. I think this is a like in character discussion with Quidam.
Yeah. I mean,
like,
yeah,
what-
that is completely reasonable to be like that. The favor is gold, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
That certainly makes me feel better. I don't know
Yeah.
if it actually makes a moral difference, but it does make me feel better.
I mean, is there anything else that we'd want a favor from Patriarch for? Just to keep in our back pocket? Funding for the healers crew seems good.
It does. It's not like we're gonna go off and buy property or something with it.
Mm-hmm. PTO for Otto.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, did a new job for Otto at the new butcher shop.
Yeah, that thought occurred to me as well. I imagine she will be hiring. Let's resolve the situation first, maybe.
Well, anyways, enough with chat. What do you want? What do the two of you want? Do you want to save Otto? Do you want to ask for 400? What was it? 450? 475?
475.
475. Okay, I'm writing that down so I don't forget.
That's...
I was gonna ask for a lot, but that's like twice as much as I was gonna ask for.
Well, so to just a dryness is 350 right there, right?
Right?
And then I've had some ideas. They're rather expensive ideas, but I think I could do some good with them.
All right. I think Lovelace is just gonna ask for a cool 100.
Okay. All right. Again, I'm not gonna play this whole thing out, but Lovelace, using your contacts, you were able to get this information to Livian. You do have to wait a while because you know the messenger has to get through the city and then come back to you. And when that it's the same teenage girl comes to meet you. She probably arranges it to actually meet within the city gates. So if both of you would, she'll get you in. You don't have to pay. She gets you within the lower city in the Eastway neighborhood. And when she meets up with you, she goes, "Lady Livian would like to speak with both of you in person once more to arrange our deal. If you wouldn't mind, I'll take you to Lady Livian now." And she takes you up into the upper city once more to Livian's estate, this smaller house compared to the others with the dying garden, and into her like wood paneled room with the big wooden posted bed, as she's still lying there.
On plants?
Yeah, sure. As you walk through, you see a little bit of color kind of shoot through the leaves. Sure.
I thought that just like preserves them.
That's true. Yeah.
I think the thought occurs to me for the first time ever, and I try it, and I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, I don't know if the plant appreciated that, but that's happened now. Let's continue on with our
Yeah,
day.
yeah. I think you see a little bit of color kind of shoot through the leaves, and then immediately the color fades. It's like,
Yeah, all right.
So you go back into her room, and she is there, cross-armed, looking at you, the two of you. This is quite a big bit of money you're asking for here. Now, Lovelace, we talked about a favor. I would say this is a pretty big favor. This seems to be a bit more than expenses covered for getting that troll out. Now, is this acceptable as a favor for you?
Is that all you can call this up for? Just to clear the books on this? Yeah, sure. Fine. Livian, you had a very expensive day yesterday. But with our help, it's a very expensive recoverable day. If this isn't an acceptable deal, it's going to be a very expensive unrecoverable day.
I could make the two of you disappear.
Wouldn't solve your problems.
Fine. 550 gold
No,
for the
I don't
two
think,
of you.
I don't think that's the amount that we asked for.
That's pennies. That's 25 gold less. Are you really in such dire straits?
Fine. She snaps her fingers and shoos the girl out of the room. You have this awkward, long period waiting. Eventually, the teenage girl comes scurrying in with this, like, actually probably like a small little chest with a lock on it, and she passes it over to you with a small little iron key. All right, now just get out of my face. I don't ever want to see you again. Just leave. Oh, shit, trash. As you walk out of the room.
I think I'll pause for a moment and just stare at her full in the face. Maybe a good 5 to 10 seconds.
What? What do you want? I gave you everything you needed. Now get out. Out!
Turn around and go.
All right.
Yes, Payday!
You find yourselves in the upper city with your new amount of gold. You got that natural 20 on that intimidation. Had to give it to you, so. Yeah, so Quidam, you have, what was it, 475, and Lovelace, you have 100.
Yeah. God, trying to like haggle when her business is on the line? Come on, Livian. I'd say that you're better than that, but we both know you're not.
So, as this young teenage girl escorts you out of the upper city back into the upper parts of the lower city, what do you want to do? It's about noon at this point with all of your running around, talking with folks, getting paid. What's next?
Get that dust of dryness and then go give Jameis a visit.
Okay.
Got a feeling we're gonna need this sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
All right, so you head to the magic shop, which I totally know the name of. It's like
Sorceress Sundries.
Sundries. That's
Place of
right.
My greatest embarrassment.
Yes, and a Rivlin Blackhand.
Blackhand.
That's
Oh,
right.
he's
Oh,
so
this
good.
guy. Oh God, it was like, yeah, right. So as you walk into this kind
I
of,
don't.
you
I
don't.
give Lovelace the money and send her in.
Okay, so you give Lovelace the money, and Lovelace, you trot into this.
Haggle a bit if you can.
I'm not gonna haggle. I'm sorry.
What?
You walk in to this kind of, I believe it was like kind of like was it a hexagon, I believe, as it described, or was it circular? I'm imagining hexagon, 3-story building with the domed roof and just like multiple shelves. And you go up to the desk, seeing Rivlin Blackhand speaking again with a customer, going, Yeah, well, you see, I think you're definitely gonna need this right here. As he passes over this small little wand, and he has it right on the table there. And this customer is looking at it and he goes, no, now watch this. Let me turn that frown. And he whips it upside down, and you watch as the person just goes, oh, well, I can't stop. That's amazing. I can't stop. Well, that's the trick, you see. Now, you take this into a party, and let me tell you, you're going to be the life of the town. So that'll be 50 gold for you right there. Yeah, I could use it. Most people say I need to smile more anyways. And passes over some gold, takes the wand, and walks out, and he turns to you. Oh, wow, look at that. Another, forget the name, but I never forget a face. Lucy. Right?
Let's go with Lucy.
That's right, Lucy. Good to see ya. Coming on back. Where's your friend, huh? Got some more of that holy water for me?
I was actually hoping you could hook me up with some holy water.
Or
should I say the opposite? Remember what we were looking for last time?
That's right. I remember the potion you were looking for, right?
Close.
Dust of dryness.
There we go.
Right.
There we go.
That's right. It was strange requests. Not many people are asking for things like that. I'll be right with you. Let me just go up and say, I'll be right back. And he scurries on up. And you hear kind of a as he up to the top, and you hear some clinking around, and you see other employees moving about the space, other customers. Eventually, he comes back down with a quick teleport. All right, here we go. The dust of dryness for you, my dear. Now, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me see the gold first. I don't want none of this swindling stuff. Let me see it right there for me.
Counts out 350 out of the satchel.
Look at you. Slides it over, and you see him kind of pull something out, like some drawer under, and it all clinks in. And well, someone's coming up in the world. We're gonna have to talk, you and I, about maybe doing some business together, some more, rather. Here you go. And he passes over the dust of dryness.
So how do you use this? How many uses does it have? Could you give me the little pharmacy rundown?
Ah, yes, of course. I totally know, because I am the proprietor of this establishment, and I know everything. That's why I'm stalling for answers about dust of dryness, which is totally right at the tip of my tongue, let me tell you. Dust of dryness, just looking in my mind palace here. Right, dust of dryness. Let's see. This one in particular has got, 7 pinches worth of dust within it. And what you want to do is you can use a certain amount of time, kind of like an allotted amount of time. And you can sprinkle a pinch over a bit of water. I don't know where my accent is going. And you see here now, when you put it in a bit of water, 15 feet on a side into one marble-sized pellet. So 15 feet on either side of water turns into a marble-sized pellet of little dust of dryness. You can, if you would like, you could, all right, hold on a second. See, I gotta work on my accent here. It's going all over the place because I'm trying to do 2 things here.
I think I saw somebody throwing around one of those wands of accent scrambling.
Oh yeah, no, those things. Tell you, I just sold a guy one of them, and he's probably around here somewhere messing with my voice. So you can take that pellet and smash it down into a hard surface, and it will cause the pellet to shatter, and it will release the water that the dust absorbed in an instant. Right, and the pellet, if you happen to say if you took this dust of dryness and you threw it into some water, you see the pellet will float on the surface of the water, but it is only about the size of a marble, so you'd have to be like an ant or something if you wanted to skip around on the pellet or something like that. But yeah, that's about it. And of course, if you were to, yeah, that's about it. So if you're looking to absorb a bunch of water, now don't be going around to any wells or anything. I don't want to be getting in trouble. Don't want my name to be sullied for selling you this item.
I'm sure that's never happened in your line of work. Selling folks
Of course not.
disreputable tools.
Well, I do have this. I guess he probably would have. You know, I want to just slightly retcon. Before he sold you it, he slid over a piece of paper that you had to sign, and then passed it to you. Well, that's why I got this here. You know, that helps. But still, I want to keep my name, you know, good order. Well, Lovelace, Lucy. I can't. Where'd that name come from? Lovelace. Where'd that come from? That must have been someone else I met. Terribly sorry for calling you that. See. Thank you.
And Lucy nods and walks out. Is there any other like common magical items in here that I could splurge on? Actually,
you want to buy some magical items? How much
I
money
got
do you
100
have?
gold. What else do you spend? Oh wait, no, I need new
Okay.
equipment. I leveled up. I
It's
need
up
some
to
short
you.
swords.
I could tell you. So this is what I'll do to determine magical items that are available. What I will do is, sorry, I'm not ready for this right off the
No,
top.
that's fine. Specifically, I think I'm looking for short swords or things that do piercing damage. I had a dream about being able to do cool things with piercing weapons.
Uh-huh. Let me roll this. Oh, okay. Lovelace, let's have you roll. Okay, Lovelace, roll a d6. Oh, okay. Roll a d100.
D100. 1.
Oh my god. He's got a lot of potions of healing available. Roll oh my god.
Oh, that one on a D100.
That was amazing. Okay, roll roll a d4 for me. We'll just gotta do this one more time and then we'll. Did you roll another one? Okay, now roll another.
What else would it be?
What else?
What
What else? Yeah, now roll another d100. Please don't roll another one. Actually, that would be incredible. I would just have to give. Okay, 44. There we go. He also has a potion of growth available, or sorry, a potion of hill giant strength, is what I meant to say. And what that does is it makes your strength score change to 21 for 1 hour.
How much is that little beauty?
How much is that little beauty? It is an uncommon magic item. God, I don't have my tables ready. I wasn't ready for this. Oh, here we go. Is this it? Okay. Uncommon. I would say probably at least. I know this is like, I feel bad because I'm slightly being arbitrary about this, but I have a list of ranges, so I kind of have to decide. I'm going to go with 200. How much gold do you have?
Well, see ya, Rivlin. Maybe we'll be talking again some other time.
I'll be seeing you around. Okay, so yeah, sorry, magic items are expensive.
Yeah, they are.
So you,
What?
yeah.
I'm waiting outside. Can I spend some time looking for people who are looking at me?
Yes, you can. Make a perception check for me.
Oh, yes. 23.
A 23. Okay. Wow, Quidam. Wow. Okay. Wow. You and your
That was not
perception.
19.
I know, but still. That was a nat 19. Okay. 23. Jeez. Okay. It is busy here. You are in, you're in like the Heapside district, pretty close to Eastway, in this shopping center area of Baldur's Gate. Still a bit of fog hanging in the air, kind of obscuring some of your vision, but you can see these like crowds of people moving by and vendors moving past you. You see one individual going by who's basically like shouting news. And you know this to be an employee of the, I think it's called Baldur's Mouth, which is the like local news syndicate within Baldur's Gate. As this hawker is going by and like shouting, and they actually have like papers, which is like a relatively new thing that has appeared in Baldur's Gate probably within the past decade. They're trying to get people to buy these papers. Cool. And you, let's see. You see this like older woman with a shawl on, who's standing at a corner with like a, I think she's just standing there like with kind of like with a little holy symbol that she's just clutching, and it looks like she's just basically people watching and just kind of like twirling this holy symbol between her fingers, and she looks completely innocuous. You like would not think anything of it, but with the 23, as you're scanning the crowd, you see that she's looking at you, and at first you kind of pause for a second, then you see that she starts looking and she's kind of mumbling something and looking at other people, and you keep scanning, and then when you go back, she's looking at you again with like these intent focused eyes, and then immediately kind of goes back to drifting and like talking. So this woman seems to keep falling, or her gaze keeps drifting back to you.
Mm-hmm. I would like to go up to her.
Okay. You start crossing the street, moving towards this woman, and you watch as she turns and starts walking down the street, kind of hobbling down the street away from
Grandmother.
you. She's probably like 40 feet away as you're approaching.
Mm-hmm.
So you're calling out to her.
Yeah.
She just
blessings, grandmother.
Keeps hobbling down. These crowds of people are moving towards you, seeming like the pace is kind of picking up a little.
Detect magic.
Okay. What's the range on detect magic?
That's a good question. 60 feet, probably. Detect magic. Oh, 30 feet.
Okay, so you'll have to kind of like push through the crowd, get a little bit closer. Yeah. But easy enough is 10 feet, so you kind of have to maybe walk.
Trot.
Yeah, trot. You're like jogging towards this this old woman who's like hobbling away from you, and as you get within 10 feet of it, you suddenly see this glow of illusion magic shimmer over her body as she's hobbling away. And what you see is this strange, like, it's like this superimposed silhouette of a much taller figure in the shimmering illusion magic superimposed over her, like, little crouched form. Actually, I guess it'd be the opposite. The little grandmother form is this shimmering, like, image, and then you see this kind of shadowy form of a larger individual that is kind of starting to trot away from you.
Thin? Long hair? Or can I get that much detail?
You got a 23. They are a bit thin, and the hair is harder to make out. You see them trotting, and they are turning down a side street. Not an alley, just another side street to break line of sight. Do you want to like do something to really try to catch up? And they go around the corner, out of sight, as you keep trotting.
Quidam!
Okay, so they disappear out of sight. Amazing. Okay.
Hey, Dom, they have like a potion of hill giant strength. I was like looking at it, but like magic items are expensive, you know?
Yeah, they are. I believe I found our tall, thin friend from yesterday.
What? Where?
I lost them. Currently, when I saw them, they looked like an old woman with a shawl, some prayer beads or something. Can we get away from the shop? I'm kind of blinded by it at the moment. I've got detect magic up.
And you can just hear from within, oh, yeah, see, now look at this here. And it's just this blinding light.
Yeah, I mean, the next thing we were gonna do is go look for this person.
Oh, I thought we were
How
gonna go
long
talk
ago
to
was it? Do you think we
James.
could catch him?
I mean, I can show you. I mean, I just got back. Here,
All right,
I'll
well,
show Lovelace where
yeah.
the person turned. but-
you go to look, and I mean, yeah, there's
They're
so
gone.
many people around,
Yeah.
like you would have to, but yeah, we're approaching 9 o'clock here, so I think as like a stopping point, where are you all going next? Are you going back to Hamhocks? Are you? What's the plan?
That's where we gotta go, right? That's our only lead to Jameis.
Okay.
Do you have
I
any other
guess,
ideas,
yeah.
Kidon?
I mean, the other is to watch them.
I mean, we could set up some sort of trying to catch this person.
Yeah. See if we could try and replicate the little adventure you had a couple nights ago.
You'll have to be more specific. We've had a lot.
That's very true. I'm thinking of the person who asked for your ears.
Are we gonna ask somebody for their ears?
No. Like, my only other idea other than go to Hamhock's is wait until the middle of the night and hope that Jameis is the person who asked you for your ears, and I go by and see if he likes the shape of my nose or something.
I mean, I doubt now that he knows that we know that he knows
Maybe.
about his nose. He would be so bold. We'll put that at like plan D. How about? We got plenty of daylight left.
Nope, that ain't a priority right now.
Yes,
Alright.
let's
We're going to Hamhock's.
go to Hamhock's.
Okay. You go through the lower city back out into Stony Eyes, and not too far along after getting out of the Basilisk Gate, you come up to Hamhock's and enter into the shop, and you can see that there are the two gentlemen that were working behind the counter, but Otto is not there. And they turn to greet you and start doing business with you. I guess the question is, as we're wrapping up tonight's session, is like, what are you doing? How are you gonna talk to Jameis? What's the plan of attack here? Are you just gonna ask, or?
I mean,
Oh.
yeah.
Ask for
Talk to the manager.
Pax.
Oh, talk to Pask? Okay.
Because like we got to talk to Pass to figure out where the heck Jameis is.
Yeah. Okay, so you request to talk with Pask. One of the gentlemen. Yeah, 1 minute. Heads to the back. Eventually, Pask comes out to greet you both. Ah, Quidam, Lovelace. Lovely to see you both. Have you discovered anything? I saw that terrible scene that was happening down the street at Guthmere's the other day. What was all that about? Looked like you were involved, Lovelace.
It was a bad business. I'm sure you'll hear all from the Flaming Fist in due time.
Any leads on this problem?
Yeah, we'd like to talk to Jameis. Would that be possible?
Why would you want to talk with my accountant?
We're talking, with like most of the people kind of involved in the butchers community, and his name was mentioned.
I see. All right, well, come with me. And he will lead you into the back, through the hallway, and back into his office. And as he closes the door behind you, sits behind his desk.
Where's Jameis, Pask?
You both need to stop. And we're gonna stop our session there.
Try and make me! Damn one patriarch. Kind of. I'll feed you to troll.
Okay, well, with that, let us end tonight's session. Thank you both, as always. And
yes.
thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight. Yeah, you got some gold finally, and then immediately spent it, but you got some gold.
Net profit still.
Thank you, everybody, and I'll be seeing you next time.
Unionize!
Unionize in Baldur's Gate.
The boss battles are bosses.
No. Operation.
No.
Yeah, Operation. I would not do that. All right. Good night, everybody. Have a wonderful evening.